Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Civil Engineering Coach. This video is about BMRCL Recruitment of the year 2019 for Section Engineer in Civil, which was held on 26 February 2019. So let's solve this question paper. Question number 1. If a shaft is simultaneously subjected to a torque T and a bending moment M, the ratio of maximum bending stress to maximum shear stress is. So we have to find the ratio of maximum bending stress to its maximum shear stress. From the bending equation we know that maximum bending stress is equal to M divided by I by Y, which is equal to M divided by I is the moment of inertia. For a circular shaft it is pi d to the power of 4 divided by 64, and Y is the distance from top or bottom of the section, so it is d by 2. Therefore, maximum bending stress will be 32 M by pi d cube. From the twisting equation we know that maximum shear stress is equal to T into R divided by J, torque into radius is d by 2. J is the polar moment of inertia, which is given by pi d to the power of 4 divided by 32. On calculating this, the maximum shear stress will be 16T divided by pi d cube. So the required ratio will be 32M divided by pi d cube divided by 16T pi d cube. Pi d cube will be cancelled. So 16 ones are 16 twos are. So the required ratio will be 2M divided by T. So the right answer is option C. Question number 2. The slenderness ratio of a vertical column of a square cross section of 10 cm side and 500 cm long is. We know that slenderness ratio is the ratio of effective length of the column divided by least radius of gyration, where least radius of gyration is the ratio of square root of moment of inertia divided by area of the cross section, where radius of minimum gyration is equal to, for square cross section the moment of inertia is B4 divided by 12, and area of the cross section is B into B, which is equal to B square, which is equal to B square divided by 12, where B square and B square will be cancelled. So it is equal to, B is the side of the square section, it is given as 10 cm, so 10 square divided by 12, which is equal to 2.88 cm. Slenderness ratio will be, effective length is given as 500 cm, so 500 divided by 2.88 cm. Therefore, the slenderness ratio of a vertical column will be 173.20. So the right answer is option C. Question number 3. A rectangular beam of 20 cm wide subjected to a maximum shear force of 10,000 kN, the corresponding maximum shear stress being 30 kN per centimeters. The depth of the beam is. We know that for a rectangular cross section of a beam, the maximum shear stress is equal to 1.5 times of average shear stress, where average shear stress is the ratio of shear force divided by area of the cross section. Since it is a rectangular cross section, the area is B by D. Therefore, maximum shear stress is given as 30 kN per meter square. So it is 30 is equal to 1.5 times of shear force is 10,000 kN. So 10,000 divided by area of the rectangular cross section means it is 20 cm wide. So 20 into depth of the beam we have to calculate. Therefore D is equal to 15,000 divided by 30 into 20, which is equal to 25 cm. So the right answer is option C. Question number 4. For a best rectangular section means for an economical section it is the one whose wetted perimeter is minimum for given value of discharge. So for a minimum wetted perimeter, depth of the rectangular section is half times of breadth of the rectangular section. We know that hydraulic radius R is equal to wetted area divided by wetted perimeter. Wetted area of the rectangular section is B into Y and wetted perimeter is B plus 2Y. Substituting the value of B as 2 times of depth, 2Y into Y divided by 2Y plus 2Y. Therefore, hydraulic radius will be 2Y square divided by 4Y. So y will be cancelled. R is equal to 2 ones are 2 2s are y by 2, which means that hydraulic radius is half the depth of flow. So the right answer is option C. Question number 5. In a hydraulic jump, the energy loss is expressed as. Hydraulic jump means whenever a supercritical flow merges into subcritical flow, a sudden jump is formed to reduce the energy of the water depth, and this depth is known as hydraulic jump. So for a rectangular channel, energy loss is given as delta E is equal to y2 minus y1 cube divided by 4 times of y1 into y2, where y2 and y1 are the pre-jump depth and post-jump depth. So the right answer is option B. Question number 6. The drag and lift forces experienced by an object placed in a fluid stream are due to. Drag force is the horizontal component forces which are exerted by a fluid when it is immersed in a fluid under motion. So these horizontal forces are due to viscous shear forces. And the drag force is given by the formula half into coefficient of drag density area into V square. Lift forces are the vertical component forces which are exerted by the fluid around a body when it is immersed in a fluid under motion. Lift forces are caused due to the pressure difference between the top and bottom of the surface of plate, and the formula to calculate the lift forces is half into coefficient of lift force into density into area into velocity square. So the drag and lift forces experienced by an object placed in a fluid stream are due to pressure and viscosity. Option C is the right answer. Question number 7. Darcy-Weisbach equation is used to find the head loss due to friction. Option C is the right answer. And the formula to find the head loss due to friction is 4F LV square divided by 2GD, where F is the friction factor, L is the length of pipe, V is the average velocity of the fluid in the pipe, G is the acceleration due to gravity, and D is the diameter of the pipe. Question number 8. In case of viscous flow through circular pipe, the maximum velocity is equal to 2 times of average velocity. So average velocity V bar is equal to maximum velocity divided by 2. So the right answer is option B. Question number 9. In dimension analysis, the Buckingham pi theorem is widely used and expresses the resulting equation in terms of. So according to Buckingham pi theorem, it expresses the equation in terms of n dimensionless parameters. Option D is the right answer. Question number 10. The hydraulic gradient line indicates the variation of which of the following? Hydraulic gradient line indicates pressure at a datum head line in a flow direction. Option B is the right answer. Question number 11. The flow in the river during the period of heavy rainfall is unsteady, non-uniform and 3-dimensional. Option D is the right answer. Question number 12. A floating body is in stable equilibrium when the metacenter height is above the center of gravity. So option B is the right answer. Question number 13. Center of pressure S star in case of inclined immersed surface is given by. In the following figure, you can observe the inclined immersed surface where we have to determine the center of pressure. So for a plane surface of an arbitrary shape immersed in a liquid in such a way that the plane of surface makes an angle theta with the free surface of the liquid, the center of pressure is given by the formula H star is equal to H bar plus Ig sin square theta divided by A into H bar, where A is the total area of the inclined surface, H bar is the depth of center of gravity of inclined area for the free surface, H star is the distance of center of pressure from the free surface of the liquid. So if the angle for a vertical plane is 90 degree, that is a vertical plane, the center of pressure will be h bar plus Ig divided by A h bar. So according to Pascal law, we can conclude for an inclined immersed surface, the center of pressure lies below the centroid because for any plane surface, the factor Ig by Ah bar is always a positive value factor. So according to the question, for an inclined immersed surface, the center of pressure is calculated by the formula option D. Option D is the right answer. Question number 14. Which of the following is used for measuring the difference in pressure between the 2 points in a pipe or in a 2 different pipes? So to measure the difference between the 2 points, the instrument used is differential manometer. Option C is the right answer. Question number 15. The property of the fluid which determines its resistance to shearing stress is called viscosity. Option C is the right answer. Question number 16. Which of the following may be used for measuring the rate of flow of a water in river or streams? For a measurement of open channel flow rate, the best hydraulic structure is weirs. Option C is the right answer. Weirs is a physical structure of masonry constructed across the channel width to calculate the discharge of a channel section. Weirs are of different types: rectangular weir, triangular weir, and trapezoidal weir. Question number 17. The delivery valve while starting a centrifugal pump is kept. In a centrifugal pump, you can observe delivery valve connects the pump outlet and delivery pipe so that the delivery pipe pressure is not transmitted to the suction pipe. So in order to avoid the backflow in the pipe, the delivery valve is always kept fully closed. Option A is the right answer. Question number 18. In centrifugal pumps, cavitation is reduced by. Cavitation means it is a phenomenon of formation of vapor bubbles of a flowing fluid in a region where the pressure of the liquid falls below the vapor pressure of the liquid and sudden collapsing of these bubbles in the region of higher pressure. So, cavitation may occur at the inlet of impeller of the centrifugal pump or at the suction side of the pump when the pressure is considerably low. So, by reducing the suction head, we can avoid cavitation. So, the right answer is option D. Question number 19. Gravity conduits are generally in the form of. Gravity conduits are those in which water flows under the action of gravity. In such conduits, the gradient line will coincide with the water surface and will be parallel to the bed of conduit. So gravity conduits are in the form of canals and tunnels. So the right answer is option C. It is in the form of both canals and tunnels. Question number 20. A centrifugal pump should be installed above the water level in the sump such that its pressure should not reach as low as the vapor pressure. So the right answer is option B. Question number 21. Discharge through the double acting reciprocating pump is. Reciprocating pumps are those in which a discharge is fluctuating and pulsating. It handles a small quantity of liquid only. It is used for lifting pure or less viscous liquid. And the volume of water discharged per second for the double acting reciprocating is given by the formula theoretical discharge is equal to 2 into ALN divided by 60 meter cube per second. Where A is the area of the cylinder in meter square, L is the length of stroke, and N is the speed of reciprocating pump in RPM. So the right answer is option C. Question number 22. Discharge over a triangular notch or weir is given by. In the following figure, you can observe the triangular notch or weir. So the discharge for this triangular notch is given by the formula 8 by 15 CD into root 2G into tan theta by 2 into h to the power of 5 by 2, where CD is the coefficient of discharge, G is the acceleration due to gravity, theta is the angle between the triangular notch, and h is the head or depth available over the triangular notch. So the right answer is option D. 23. For the best trapezoidal section. For a section to be best or most economical or efficient, the discharge carrying capacity should be maximum for a given cross-sectional area. So for hydraulically efficient trapezoidal channel section, the top width should be 2 times of depth of the section, and area should be y square, and its wetted perimeter should be 2 into root 2 times of depth of section. So its hydraulic radius shall be y divided by 2 root 2. These are the standard conditions for a trapezoidal channel section to be most economical or efficient. Question number 24. In a rectangular channel, the critical depth is given by. The critical depth of a rectangular channel is given by the formula Q square divided by G to the power of 1 by 3, where Q is the discharge per unit width and G is the acceleration due to gravity. So option B is the right answer. Question number 25. The drag force is given by. Drag force are the vertical component forces which are exerted by the fluid around the body when it is immersed in a fluid under motion, and the formula to calculate the drag force is half into coefficient of drag into density into area into velocity square. This drag force are caused due to the viscous shear force. So the right answer is option D. Question number 26. Under which of the following conditions closure of the valve is considered as sudden? So to decide the closure of the valve as sudden or gradual, it is depending upon the time of the closure, which is calculated by the formula T is equal to 2 into L divided by C, where L is the length of the pipe in meters and C is the pressure wave in meter per second. So if the time or duration value is greater than 2L by C, it is considered as gradual closure, and suppose if the time is less than or equal to 2L by C, it is considered as sudden closure. This type of the sudden closure is due to the water armor pressure. So when the duration of the closure of the valve is less than 2L by C, such type of the closure are called sudden closures. So option C is the right answer. Question number 27. Laminar flow through a circular tube is studied experimentally by. So it is studied by Hagen-Poiseuille's law. So according to this law, he derived an expression for the volume of the liquid flowing per second through the tube, which is given by the formula V is equal to pi into P into R to the power of 4 divided by 8NL, where P is the pressure difference between the ends of the tube, R is the radius of the capillary tube, L is the length of the capillary tube, and N is the coefficient of viscosity flowing. So laminar flow through a circular tube is studied by Poiseuille's law. Option C is the right answer. Question number 28. The square root of ratio of inertia force to pressure force is. We know that square root of inertia force divided by pressure force is equal to Euler's number, which is a dimensionless number, which is given by the formula V by P by density, which is called as Euler's number. So option C is the right answer. Question number 29. A venturimeter is used for measuring flow rate of a section. Option B is the right answer. Question number 30. The type of the flow in which the velocity at any given time does not change with respect to space is called uniform type of the flow. So the right answer is option C. Question number 31. If the position of metacenter remains lower than the center of gravity of the body, then the body will remain in state of unstable equilibrium. So option B is the right answer. Suppose if the metacenter height is greater than center of gravity of a body, it will be in stable equilibrium, and if the metacenter height is equal to center of gravity of a body, it will be in neutral equilibrium. So according to the question, when the metacenter height is lower than the center of gravity of the body will be in unstable equilibrium. Option B is the right answer. Question number 32. Lock gates are provided for change the water level in the canal or river for irrigation. Option A is the right answer. Question number 33. Piezometer measures absolute pressure only. Option A is the right answer. Question number 34. The branch of engineering science which deals with water at rest or in motion is called hydraulics. Option A is the right answer. Question number 35. India has won UNESCO Award Excellence in the year 2015 for the conservation of Sri Vadakuntanathan Temple. Option D is the right answer. This question was a current affair question of the year 2015, which was asked in the 2019. Question number 36. United Nations Environment Programme conferred Champions of Earth Award 2018 to Narendra Modi. Option A is the right answer. Question number 37. The following who is known as Mother of Indian Revolution. Mother of Indian Revolution is Bikaji Rustum Kama. Option B is the right answer. She is a well-known Socialist of India. Question number 38. The state has become the India's first state to have 4 international airports. So in the state of Kerala, it was first to have a 4 international airport. These are the 4 international airports at Thiruvananthapuram, Kozhikode and Kochi, and Kannur is the latest airport which was inaugurated in the year 2018. So the first state to have India's first 4 international airport is Kerala state. Option D is the right answer. Question number 39. The Constitution of India does not provide impeachment for Governor of Indian state. Option D is the right answer. Question number 40. El Nino gets established in which of the following ocean? El Nino refers to the large-scale ocean atmospheric climatic interaction which took place in Pacific Ocean. Option B is the right answer. Question number 41. The book Cricket My Style as written by Kapil Dev. Option B is the right answer. His major 3 autobiographical works are God's Decree in 1985, Cricket My Style from 1987, and Straight from My Heart. It was released in 2004. So the right answer is option B. Cricket My Style was written by Kapil Dev. Question number 42. The founder of Anna Telugu Desam Party was N.T. Ramarao. Option A is the right answer. Question number 43. The world's most depressed country according to World Health Organization report is India. Option C is the right answer. Question number 44. Indian Cancer Research Institute is located at Mumbai in the place of Pearl, which was established in 1952 under the Ministry of Health of Government of India. So the right answer is option A. Question number 45. The coagulant which is generally not used for treating the sewage is alum. Option A is the right answer. Alum is also called as aluminium sulfate. This aluminium sulfate is used as a flocculant to remove the unwanted color and turbidity from water supply. In the following picture, you can observe the different types of coagulants used for wastewater treatment and water treatment. So for treating the sewage, the best possible coagulant would be alum. Option A is the right answer. Question number 46. In areas where rainy season is limited to a few months, the type of the sewerage system recommended is separate system. Option C is the right answer, which consists of 2 sewers. One is to carry industrial wastewater, another one is to carry surface or storm water. So option C is the right answer. Question number 47. The maximum spacing of manhole specified by Indian standard sewers up to 0.3 meter is. So for a diameter of 0.3 meter, the maximum spacing would be 45 meter. Option C is the right answer. In the following table, you can observe the different types of spacing depending upon the different diameters. Question number 48. If a 2% solution of sewage sample is incubated for 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius and the dissolved oxygen depletion was found to be 8 mg per liter, the BOD of the sewage is. We know that BOD of the sewage is calculated by dissolved oxygen depletion into dilution factor. Dissolved oxygen depletion is 8 mg per liter and dilution factor is 2% of solution of sewage sample. So it is 100 divided by 2. So the BOD of the sewage will be 400 mg per liter. So the right answer is option D. Question number 49. The layers of a vegetable waste and night soil alternatively piled above the ground to form a mound is called windrows. Option C is the right answer. Windrow means it is a small grain crops dried before combining and rolling. In the following picture, you can observe the windrow, which is used for harvesting at large scale, and for harvesting, vermicomposting system is adopted. Question number 50. The laying of sewer is done with level. Option C is the right answer. In the following picture, you can observe the steps involved in laying of the sewer. Question number 51. The most dangerous pollutant in vehicular emission is carbon monoxide. Option A is the right answer. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, toxic and non-irritating gas. It is a product of incomplete combustion of a fuel such as natural gas, coal or wood. So the right answer is option A. Question number 52. Water content of sewage is about. In a sewage, water content is about 99.9% and remaining 0.1% is percentage of solid content. So 99.9% is a water content and 0.1% is a solid content. In the given options, the water content percentages is nearest to 99%. So let's consider this as right answer. So option C will be the correct answer. Question number 63. In a trickling filter, BOD is reduced to. Trickling filter is an aerobic attached growth system consisting of 2 meter to 3 meter depth of circular bed packed with granular stone or gravels up to 50 to 70 mm in size. So in this type of the water treatment units, the BOD is reduced to 60 to 80%. Option C is the right answer. Question number 54. Chlorination of water is done for removal of. Chlorination is a phenomenon or process of adding chlorine to drinking water to kill disease-causing bacteria and viruses. So option A is the right answer. It is used to removal of bacteria. Question number 55. Skimming tanks are usually used to remove the floating matter such as oil and grease which are formed during the sewage treatment, and this process is called skimming. So out of this given option, skimming tanks are used to remove oil and grease is the correct answer. Option A is the right answer. Question number 56. Which of the following pollutants or pair of pollutants is formed due to photochemical reactions? Photochemical reactions is a chemical reaction which are triggered when light energy is absorbed by a substance molecules in the form of light. So among this option, ozone and peroxyacetyl nitrate (PAN). These two pollutants are formed due to photochemical reactions. Option B is the right answer. Question number 57. Carbon monoxide in air affects. In an air pollution, carbon monoxide is a highly dangerous, toxic and non-irritating gas pollutant which may affect heart of a human beings. Option A is the right answer. Question number 58. Serious health hazards caused by radioactive emissions are. The release of radioactive substance into the environment deriving from nuclear installation and from mining, purification and enrichment operation of radioactive elements are called radioactive emissions. So it may seriously affect the genetic and lifespan of a human being by shortening the lifespan, and it may also cause disease called anemia. So among this option, all these are correct. So the right answer is all of this. Option D is the right answer. Question number 59. Pick out the odd air pollutant. Air pollutant are classified into primary and secondary. Among these following options, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide and hydrocarbons are all primary air pollutants, but ozone is a secondary air pollutant. This secondary air pollutant is caused due to the interaction of primary air pollutant with the environment. So ozone is an odd air pollutant among this option. So the right answer is option D, ozone. Question number 60. A well is considered to be good if it is sunk into coarse gravel. Option C is the right answer. Question number 61. The force which develops in a pressure conduit supported on the trestle is. In a pressure conduit, the force developed is due to flexural stress. Option B is the right answer. Trestle means they are the support provided for the pipe which makes a pipe to act like a beam. So when the water flows, flexural stress is induced. Question number 62. Turbidity of water may be caused due to. Turbidity means it is the extent up to which the light is scattered or absorbed by the suspended particles or solid present in water. So it may be caused due to suspended clay, suspended silt and finely divided organic material. So all these options are correct. So the right answer is option D. Acidity in water is caused due to. Acidity in water is caused due to mineral acid and free carbon dioxide. So both the mineral acid and free carbon dioxide is responsible for causing of acidity. Option C is the right answer. It dissolves in water forming carbonic acid, thereby increasing the acidity of water. Usually the pH value of acidity is less than 7. Question number 64. Methemoglobinemia disease is caused due to. Methemoglobinemia means it is a blue baby syndrome, which is a blood disorder. This disease is caused due to excess concentration of nitrates when the concentration is greater than 45 mg per liter. The permissible limit for the nitrate concentration is 45 mg per liter. So if it exceeds this concentration, the infants or baby will get the methemoglobinemia disease or blue baby syndrome. Question number 65. Chlorination of water does not remove. Chlorination is the process of adding chlorine to drinking water to kill disease-causing bacteria and viruses. It also called as chemical disinfection method, but this process does not remove dissolved oxygen content. So option C is the right answer. Question number 66. Underground water is obtained from. Underground water means it is a source of water beneath the land surface, which includes springs and wells. So springs are the source of underground water. So option C is the right answer. Question number 67. Quality of water is said to be good if it is colorless, tasteless and free from pathogenic organisms. All these options are correct, so the right answer is all of these. Question number 68. If V is the total consumption of water in liters for a population of n individuals per capita consumption, or water allowance for the water supply Q is given by. So the discharge or water supply Q is given by the formula V divided by 365 into N, where V is the total consumption of water and N is the number of individuals per capita consumption. So the right answer is option C. Question number 69. The maximum permissible hardness for a public supply is 115 mg per liter. Option C is the right answer. Question number 70. To ensure the proper growth of children's teeth, the quantity of the fluoride content in water mains should be limited to 1.5 mg per liter. Option B is the right answer. If the concentration of fluoride content exceeds this permissible value, dental fluorosis disorder will cause. Question number 71. The pH value of water fit for drinking is 7 to 8. Option C is the right answer. Question number 72. During treatment of water, sedimentation is done. During treatment of water, sedimentation is done before filtration. Option A is the right answer. It is usually done before filtration. Question number 73. The level of underground water is called water table. Option B is the right answer. Question number 74. Most important source of water for public water supply is from rivers. Option B is the right answer. From the rivers, the most important source of water for public water supply will be done. The settlement of a footing in a sandy soil is given by. So for a sandy soil condition, the settlement of footing is given by the formula. Suppose if it is asked for a clayey type of soil, the settlement of footing. So in the given question it is asked for sandy type of soil. So the right answer is option D. Question number 76. The settlement of a footing in a clay soil. As I said earlier, the settlement of a footing in a clay soil is given by the formula settlement of plate into breadth of the footing divided by breadth of the plate. So the right answer is option A. Question number 77. A plate load is conducted on a clay soil with a 30 cm by 30 cm plate yielded ultimate bearing capacity of 222 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square with a corresponding settlement of 5 mm. A 3 meter by 3 meter footing placed on that soil can safely carry with the factor of safety 3. So we have to determine the safe load carrying capacity. Safe load carrying capacity is equal to ultimate load carrying capacity divided by factor of safety. Ultimate load carrying capacity is given as 222 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square and factor of safety is given as 3. On calculating this, the safe load carrying capacity will be 74 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. And for a clayey soil, the settlement of footing is equal to settlement of plate into breadth of a footing divided by breadth of a plate. Settlement of plate is given as 5 mm. Breadth of the footing means it is 3 meter by 3 meter. So let's consider in terms of millimeter. So it is 3000 millimeter divided by breadth of the plate means it is given as 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter. So converting it into millimeter, it is 300 mm. So the settlement of footing will be 50 mm. So the right answer is option C. Safe load carrying capacity is 74 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square with the expected settlement of 50 mm. Question number 78. A pile is embedded quite deep in a clay stratum. The clay has a cohesion of 35 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. The ultimate point of resistance of a pile will be. So for a clay stratum, ultimate point of resistance is given by the formula Q net is equal to CNC plus Q into NQ, where Q is the vertical stress which is not given, C is the cohesion value, NC and NQ are the bearing capacity factor. Cohesion value is given as 35 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. Bearing capacity factor NC value is 9 and NQ value is 1. Substituting this value, the ultimate point of resistance of a pile will be 35 into 10 to the power of 3 into 9, which is equal to 315 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. So the right answer is option D. Question number 79. The net ultimate bearing capacity of a soil is 250 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square and the density is 17 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. The safe bearing capacity at 1 meter below ground surface taking factor of safety 2.5 will be. So we have to calculate the safe bearing capacity. Net ultimate bearing capacity is equal to safe bearing capacity minus density into depth of footing. Net ultimate bearing capacity is given as 250 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square divided by factor of safety means it is 2.5, which is equal to safe bearing capacity minus density is given as 17 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. Depth of the footing means it is calculated for 1 meter depth. Therefore, safe bearing capacity is equal to 117 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. So the right answer is option C. Question number 80. In a group of piles with a pile diameter 20 cm and center to center spacing 1 meter and length of each pile is 10 meter, the value of load carrying capacity of pile group if C is equal to 20 kN per meter square will be. So load carrying capacity for group piles is given by the formula alpha into Cu into 3 times of spacing plus diameter of the pile into length of pile. Cohesion value is given as 20 kN per meter square. Spacing is given as 1 meter. Diameter of the pile is given as 20 cm, which is equal to 0.2 meter. Length of the pile is given as 10 meter. So substituting these value, the load carrying capacity of group pile will be 1 into 20 into 3 into 1 plus 0.2 into 10 meter. Therefore, the load carrying capacity for group pile will be 2560 kN. Question number 81. During the process of well sinking, in order to overcome skin friction and loss in weight of the well due to buoyancy, the item that is applied is Kentel edge. Option A is the right answer. Kentel edge or Kentel edge weight are the slabs or blocks of concrete or iron. They are used within the ships or boats as a permanent high density ballast. So in order to overcome the skin friction and loss in weight of the well, Kentel edges are used. Question number 82. A cast in situ board pile of 0.5 meter dia and 10 meter deep is placed in a purely cohesive soil. If the cohesion value of the soil is 4 ton per meter square and adhesion factor of the pile and soil is half of the value of cohesion, then the ultimate bearing capacity of the pile is given by. So let's write down the given data. Diameter of the pile is given as 0.5 meter and depth of the cast in situ board pile is given as 10 meter deep. Value of cohesion is given as 4 ton per meter square and adhesion factor is given as half the value of cohesion, which means that it is C divided by 2, which is equal to 4 divided by 2 means it is 2. We know that ultimate bearing capacity of a board pile is given by the formula CNC, area of the bearing, plus alpha into C into area of surface of board pile. So substituting the value of cohesion 4, bearing capacity factor as 9, area of bearing as pi d square by 4, where d is the diameter of the board pile, plus alpha is the adhesion factor, it is given as 2, and cohesion is 4, and area of the surface is pi d into L. So pi into 0.5 into L is the length or deep of a board pile, so it is 10 meter. So the ultimate bearing capacity of a board pile is 49 pi divided by 4 tons. So the right answer is option D. Question number 83. A building is supported on a shallow foundation in sand at 1 meter below ground level. The water table is 5 meter below the ground surface, for which one of the following conditions the net bearing capacity of the soil will be maximum. We know that ultimate bearing capacity for shallow foundation is CNC plus Q into NQ plus 0.5 B gamma into N gamma. So all these factors remain same except the last term. So considering the 2 meter wide strip footing, the last term 0.5 into 2 into unit weight into N gamma, which is equal to 1 unit weight into N gamma. So for a square type of footing, the ultimate bearing capacity is given by CNC plus QNQ plus 0.3 gamma N gamma into B. So here the last term for a 2 meter by 2 meter square footing means it is 0.3 into 2 into unit weight into N gamma, which is equal to 0.6 gamma into N gamma. So by this relation you can observe the maximum bearing capacity of the soil will be for 2 meter by 2 meters wide strip footing. Option A is the right answer. Question number 84. The ultimate bearing capacity per unit area of the soil for general shear failure is. So for a general shear failure, the ultimate bearing capacity is CNC plus 0.5 gamma B N gamma plus G into depth of the footing into NQ. So option B is the right answer. The shape of the bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam carrying uniformly distributed load always. So its corresponding bending moment diagram will be in parabolic shape, where the maximum bending moment is observed in the center of a simply supported beam with the intensity of WL square by 8. So the bending moment diagram will be in parabolic shape. Option B is the right answer. Question number 86. The shape of the bending moment diagram over the length of the beam having no external load is always. So when there is no external load acting on a beam, the shape of the bending moment diagram will be linear. Question number 87. A simply supported beam carries two equal concentrated load W at a distance of L by 3 from either support. The maximum bending moment is. So let's draw a simply supported beam carrying two equal concentrated load of intensity W at a distance of L by 3 from either of the supports. So this distance is L by 3 and this distance is L by 3. So let's first find out the reactions. RA plus RB is equal to 2 into W. RB is equal to 3WL divided by 3 into 1 by L. L will be cancelled. 3 ones are 3 ones are. Therefore RB is equal to W, which is equal to RA. So the moment at a point C is equal to WL by 3. Question number 88. A simply supported beam of a span L carries a concentrated load W at its midpoint. The maximum bending moment is. So let's draw a simply supported beam carrying a concentrated load W at its midspan. So its maximum bending moment will be in triangular shape with the intensity of WL by 4. So the right answer is option B. Question number 89. A simply supported beam of a span length L carries a uniformly distributed load W. The maximum bending moment M is. So let's draw a simply supported beam subjected to UDL load throughout the simply supported beam of intensity W kN per meter. So this is the total length of the simply supported beam. So its corresponding bending moment will be in parabolic shape with the maximum bending moment at midspan of the simply supported beam with intensity WL square by 8. So, considering it as a printing mistake, let's assume the right answer to be option C. Question number 90. A bending moment may be defined as the algebraic sum of moments of all the forces in either side of the section. So option C is the right answer. Algebraic sum of moments of all the forces on either side of the section. Question number 91. If a member is subjected to a tensile force of P having its normal cross-section area A, the resulting shear stress on an oblique plane inclined at an angle theta to its transverse plane is. So let's consider this as a state of stress which is subjected to a tensile stress of P on an oblique plane inclined at an angle theta. So the maximum allowable stress is equal to normal stress into sine 2 theta divided by 2. We know that stress is equal to tensile force divided by area of the cross section. Therefore, maximum shear stress on an inclined oblique plane will be P divided by 2A into sine 2 theta. So the right answer is option D. Question number 92. If a member is subjected to a tensile force P, then the resulting normal stress in an oblique plane inclined at an angle theta to the transverse plane is. So when the member is subjected to a tensile force P, its corresponding normal stress is given by P by A into cos square theta. So the right answer is option B. Question number 93. For a given material, Young's modulus, rigidity modulus, bulk modulus and Poisson ratio are the elastic constant, then which one of the following relation does not hold good? From the elastic constant relationship, we know that Young's modulus is equal to 2 times of rigidity modulus into 1 plus Poisson ratio, and Young's modulus is equal to 3 times of bulk modulus into 1 minus 2 times of Poisson ratio, and Young's modulus is equal to 9 times of bulk modulus into rigidity modulus divided by 3 times of bulk modulus plus rigidity modulus. These are the standard relationship for the elastic constant of Young's modulus. Here the value of Poisson ratio is taken as 1 by m. So in the following option you can observe E is equal to 2c into 1 plus m is true. E is equal to 9kc divided by 3k plus c is true. E is equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 mu or 2 by m is true. So option B is the incorrect relationship. Question number 94. The material which have the same elastic properties in all directions is called isotropic material. Option A is the right answer. Question number 95. The law which states within elastic limit strain produced is proportional to stress producing it. It is known as Hooke's law. Option C is the right answer. Hooke's law states that elongation of the bar is directly proportional to its tensile force. Question number 96. If the stress produced by a prismatic bar is equal to a working stress, then the area of the cross section of the prismatic bar becomes infinite. Option B is the right answer. Question number 97. A solid cube is subjected to equal normal forces on all its face. The volumetric strain will be x times the linear strain in any of the three axes when. So let's consider a solid cube subjected to equal normal force on three axes. So this is the normal force along y direction this is the normal force along x direction and this is the normal force along z direction. So the total volumetric strain is equal to sum of the linear strain along 3 axes. So it is strain along x, strain along y and strain along z direction. So total volumetric strain is equal to 3 times of linear strain. So the value of x is equal to 3, which means that total volumetric strain is equal to 3 times of the linear strain. Option C is the right answer. Question number 28. If P is the internal pressure in a thin cylinder of diameter d and thickness t, then the developed hoop stress is. We know that hoop stress in a thin cylinder is given by the formula PD by 2T, where P is the intensity of pressure, D is the diameter of the cylinder, T is the thickness of the cylinder. So option A is the right answer. Suppose if it is asked for the longitudinal stress, it is given by the formula PD by 4T. Question number 99. A cylinder is said to be thin if the ratio of thickness and diameter is less than. Usually, if the thickness is less than d by 10 to d by 15, such type of the cylinders are called thin shell cylinder. And suppose if the thickness is greater than d by 10 to d by 15, such type of the cylinders are called thick shell cylinders. So in the given question it is asked particularly for thin cylinder. So if the thickness by diameter of the cylinder is less than 10, such type of the cylinder are called thin cylinders. Option D is the right answer. Question number 100. If a shaft is rotating at a n revolution per minute with an applied torque T, the horsepower being transmitted by the shaft is. We know that power of the shaft is equal to torque into angular speed. So torque into angular speed is given by the formula 2 pi n divided by 60, where n is the number of revolutions per minute or speed. We know that torque is usually taken in kg per meter. Let us convert it into Newton per meter. So T into 9.81 Newton per meter. To convert it into horsepower, power of the shaft will be P is equal to 2 pi nt into 9.81 divided by 60 into 745.7, because 1 horsepower is equal to 745.7 watts. Therefore, power of the shaft will be 2 pi nt divided by 4500 HP. So the right answer is option C.